श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। अनन्तश्रीविभूषित शिवयति महाशाक्तकुलाधीश्वर शाक्तानन्दपरमहंस परमपूज्य श्री 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 भैरवानंद महास्वामिने नमः। श्रीमात्रे नमः। Hi, this is Sarvana Kumar and we shall know about Pradhama Charitra in today's talk. Devi Mahatmyam Pradhama Charitram. Om Namaschandikayai. Suradha is a king who loses his kingdom to enemies. His army revolts against him, and his ministers conspire against him and drives him out of his kingdom. After losing everything he had as a king, he now wanders aimlessly in the forest on a horse. He finds the hermitage of Sumedha. At the same time, a merchant by name Samadhi also reaches that hermitage. Samadhi is rejected by his kith and kin through greed of wealth and is driven out of his home. Samadhi too finds the hermitage wandering in the forest, saddened after being rejected by his near and dear ones. Both the king and merchant meet each other and share their sorrows. Both of them approach the sage Sumedha and seek solace from wandering of mind by being attached affectionately to kingdom, wealth, children, wives, and relatives. Sumedha addresses the issue of moha and attachment to both Suradha and Samadhi, that despite being abandoned by their subjects and family, how they keep thinking about their loss. Sumedha explains that humans fall prey to their senses, desires, and attachments as per the Leela or game of Mahamaya. This entire universe is bound by Mahamaya, the great delusion, who influences Mahavishnu in the form of his Yoga Nidra. His narration of the glory of Mahamaya is further explained in the verses in this chapter. Vishnu was in Yoga Nidra. Vishnu was in Yoga Nidra with all his senses dormant. While he is resting, demons are born from the mala or residue from the ears of Vishnu, and hence they are tamasic in nature and with names Madhu and Kaitabha come to kill Brahma. Brahma invokes Mahamaya, with whose blessing Vishnu becomes active again and kills demons. Brahma is the Rishi, Bija of the chapter is Raktadantika, Tattva is Agni, and Swarupa or form is that of Rigveda. Jayanti and Sailaputri Kalas are worshipped in this chapter. Devata for this chapter is Mahakali, whose lustre is ironback in color and with 10 feet and 10 hands, each holding different weapons. 10 limbs denote the extent of the reach of Devi, all 10 directions. She is described as the one with 3 eyes and whose power that has made Vishnu sleep, Brahma to pray, and killed Madhu and Kaitava. Madhu means craving and Kaitava means mundane aversion. They are always together and become the bottom line of all tamasic activities. When the senses become dormant by avidya, resulting in the rise of demoniacal influences, intellect prayed the invisible who made the senses active again and killed the demons. The essence of this chapter is Suradha is the body, Samadhi is the mind, and Sumedha is the buddhi or the intellect. Jayanti Sarvotkarshena Vartate iti Jayantihi. One who is victorious over everyone is Jayanti. Hence, this Kala is worshipped in this particular chapter. Deity Raktadantika is explained in Rahasyatraya in the coming talks. This chapter is considered an authority and very important in describing Mahamaya. Learnings are deep and many. This Adhyaya is set in Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup Chandas has got in total 32 syllables with 16 syllables in each line. there is a caesura at eighth letter. In case if the eighth letter doesn't ends, the entire verse need to be recited in one go. So the 16 syllables need to be recited, or after eighth letter there can be a caesura in the recitation. Further, the matra kalam of recitation of each letter, the pronunciation and the stress of pronouncing each letter should be understood as per the guidelines from one's guru. Sri Matre Namaha. Thank you.